I guess I didn't get into drugs until I was about 14 or 15.
My father was a bootlegger and a drug dealer. For me, that was normal.
Started at 13, 14 years old, a life of drugs.
I've been in active drug use since I was 11 with crack cocaine and opiates.
I smoked some weed and then I drank some more and it kept going like that for a while.
I stayed clean for close to 9 months, which was the longest I've been clean since I was 12 years old, and I'm 32 now.
This guy I was dating, he actually introduced me to drugs.
This is single digits young, you know what I mean? Like elementary school young.
It was just a social thing, and then it became addicting.
And it just escalated from there.
And it just snowballed, just kept going.
I smoked crack every single day, give or take a day here or there, from the time I was 20 to 25 years old.
I've done a lot of injecting of speed, crack, meth, all that kind of stuff.
I went and got high and lost everything from there. I mean, everything. My kids, my place, everything.
I owned 2 businesses. I had a house, a condo, fiance. I was very successful. So I lost everything.
It's very easy to overdose. Very easy.
I think I overdosed probably in the last 6 years. I've overdosed about 4 or 5 times. The most recent, I was Narcan's.
Well, I'm 46, I have fake teeth, problems with my lungs, problems with my bones, I think my eyes are going.
I had gone through $90,000 in 2.5 months, and I had nothing to show for it but a leg that was about to be amputated.
They told me I had Hep C, and it just, I felt my heart fall out.
I was early 20s. I was diagnosed HIV, Hep C positive.
Couldn't find a clean needle, and I ended up using one of my old ones, and I ended up giving myself Hep C. I gave it back to myself.
Every addiction, I think there is mental health. I think it is almost always 100% goes hand in hand.
It has destroyed a huge portion of joy and hope and faith in my life.
Sometimes I don't even want to get up and do the regular things. Get in the shower, comb your hair, wash your face, eat, see anybody.
Anytime you go to an emergency room, if they know you're on methadone, you're automatically flagged.
So they don't see a person with a potential health problem. They see a person that's a piece of shit who's looking to get high, drug seeking.
They just take one look at me and say, yep, he's drug seeking.
Yeah, I'm an addict, but it doesn't mean I'm not in pain.
People often say they feel like second and third rate citizens.
I called the ambulance. They sent 2 cop cars. They didn't send any ambulance.
They look at me a lot differently than they would my siblings because I am an addict.
He was always right behind me in the bathroom, cleaning up, Lysol this, Lysol that.
I felt like a germ, you know, like the double gloves. They didn't want to touch you. They treated you like you were a parasite.
That's another one too. They think you're automatically, there's something that has to be fundamentally wrong with the way your brain works if you're an addict. Like you really got to be stupid to have done that to yourself.
It's like I'm not even worth being tried out, if that makes any sense. Yeah.
People need to be educated to the reality of addiction, especially opiate addiction.
If we had some sort of like a safe place for people to use.
Like safe ejection sites, you know what I mean? That would be a good way to help anybody on the street using.
There needs to be a lot more support for people emotionally.
Counselors these days, it should be ex-users, people that have been through it and that are clean.
Every single person, doesn't matter who or what they are, deserve the same kind of care.
Treat people like people, regardless of their choices.
Years ago, when if you were a junkie on the street, you were a junkie, nobody would even try to help you out. What Mainline's doing to help people, it helps.
I know so many people that, would probably have HIV by now or other things if they didn't have that service.
And I'm just so happy that the program's working for me so far.
Direction 180 has saved my life and has saved a lot of people in the community from being infected because they took that syringe out of my hand.